Hello there, welcome back. In this video, we're going to look at how to run a Unity project on the Quest 2 device. Now, there are two methods, like I said earlier. One is going to be the Tethering and the other one is going to be the Android build. We're going to look at both of these. So without further ado, let's get to the video. I have the project open. And there is one little detail which I missed in the previous videos, is that there is one setting which we need to do in order for our controllers to work properly. Just go to the edit project setting, and in that project setting look for preset manager. Here you will find all the presets which we've loaded. Weirdly, for some reason, the Unity is not able to pick up which profile is for the left controller and which profile is for the right controller. So we are going to define that right here, where we see the action-based controller and you see the default right controller. In this text box, just enter right, and in this enter left. This will give the Unity an idea of which profile is for which controller. So that's the quick change which we need to do. Now let's go ahead and continue and try building this on the device. So the first thing which I'm going to do is I'm going to try running it directly using the tethering. Now I've connected my Quest 2 with a Type-C cable, and the moment you connect the cable, you will get a notification on the device asking you to enable Oculus link. I mean, it'll ask you whether to enable Oculus link. So use your controller or your hand if you have enabled the hand gesture, hand tracking, and enable the Oculus link on the device in order for you to have any sort of change over here. One thing which I can do in order to check if it is connected properly is go to the developer hub, Oculus developer hub, and there you would see the device manager and you will see the status as active. Now this is how you know that the device is connected and everything seems to be working fine. So let's go ahead to our Unity and hit play and see what exactly is going to happen. Okay, so here I see the problem. What we did was we just added the XOR origin, but we didn't do any sort of transformation. That is, we didn't align it, or we didn't reset it to the world. So let's do that. I'm going to stop it and go to XOR origin. And here you can see that the X, Y, and Z is like, somewhere random. So let me just make it 0, 0, 0. So that will bring me to this place. It looks like it's very close to the wall, so I'm going to move it a little away. Always remember this, that the XOR origin should always be on the floor, because what the device does is it adjusts the height based on your height or the person who is using it. So if you have some sort of a offset, for example, if let's assume that I have my XOR origin like say 1 feet above the ground, then that's going to change the orientation for the person who's using. You might see it like from a very elevated view than what the person was supposed to see. So always make sure your elevation is 0, that is your Y axis is 0. The X and Z can be moved. You can place it wherever you want, but definitely not the Y, or unless and until your app calls for it. So now we've placed it at a spot which I feel is good enough. So let me just take a run on it once again. Looks like it's working perfectly. Now what we did was we tethered. So what exactly is happening here is more of we are using the computer's processing, and we are just using the headset as literally as a display. So not much of processing is happening right here. So this is a problem which you might come across when you are building. Sometimes you might work on a bit of a heavy graphics, and then you end up, when you try building it as a package and try running it on the Quest, you might end up having something which is little choppy and the unable to run. So you should always remember that when you're building it for a Quest and when you're tethering like this, to keep the whole app little light. You should always have that in mind. You should never go liberal on the graphics or go liberal on the post processing, which a Quest 2 device might not be able to handle as good as your PC.